Hi Wildhearts fans, my name is Frank Turner and I'm also a Wildhearts fan, and they've asked me to be part of this live stream bonanza today, which I'm very honoured by, and I feel like I just want to talk about them for a bit, among other things to justify my bona fides in doing this to you guys, because I know that you guys are proper Wildhearts fans as well. I talk about some of this in the interview that I did with the band, which you can also watch, but just to lay it all out, I think like a lot of people, I used to watch Noisy Mothers. Remember that? It was on at like 3 o'clock in the morning and you had to either stay up and tape it, or when they had those funny numbers in the Radio Times or whatever, and you could, in theory, program your video record it, and it never worked, so you had to stay up anyway. Anyway, I was watching that in what would have been 95 at a guess, and I would have been 13 years old, and they had the video for I Want to Go Where the People Go. It was on that with the boys on the back of the truck driving around New York, and you know, it was in amongst a lot of other music, and me and my mates were just like, fucking hell, who's that? And they were in Kerrang! Magazine a lot at the time and that kind of thing, and just really became an enormous fan. I remember that was just before PHUQ came out, and I queued up outside a record store to get a copy of PHUQ in the purple furry CD case, which I still have somewhere. And yeah, been a fan since. In recent years, our paths have crossed. I've got to know Chris McCormack, Three Colours Red, who sort of invited me down to one of Ginger's birthday bash shows, where some of you might have seen me jumping up on stage, probably altogether a bit too enthusiastically. I know you came to see the Wildhearts, not me. But it's an enormous thing for me as somebody who grew up with the band and remains an enormous fan, to be friends with them, to be asked to be any part of their world, and to be able to grill them with some of my questions, some of your questions as well. I think if you're watching this, we'll all agree that one of the great things about them as a band is their longevity and their resilience, and the fact that they're still putting out some of their best records ever. I think Renaissance Men is stunning, and I'm very excited about the new record that's coming along, and you should be too. You know, and I find it very inspirational that I'm not sure the Wildhearts ever gave a fuck, but they certainly don't give a fuck now. And you know, they've had the slings and arrows both of outrageous fortune and of journalism and of popular, the waves of popular acclaim and all that kind of thing have come and gone for them, and they're still standing and they're still putting out great music. And as somebody who puts out music myself, but haven't been doing it for nearly as long, I find that hugely inspirational. And you know, if I get to be in the shoes that they're in 15 years' time or whatever it might be, I would be honoured. I'd be pleased by that eventuality, should we say.